Hey friends, my name is Catherine and today we're going to be doing the second part of the hanging tree painting. You could just watch that first video and do this. This makes a lovely picture and that would be enough for a painting. You wouldn't have to take it this step further, but I want to, so I'm going to. The only thing that you will need for this second part is black paint. I've got the Apple Barrel Jet Black like we used for mixing in the original video. And we're just going to take and put some out here. That's probably going to be too much, but whatever. And then I've got a little square paintbrush. This is the Lou Cornell number 2, whatever that means. I'm going to dip it in a little bit of water. I've got a little jar of water right up here. So I'm just going to take it and dip it in water and then brush that off on the side so that it's not dripping. And then pick up a good amount of black and just start from sort of left of center. I'm just going to take a line straight up because we're going to be making our tree. Well, I say straight up. I'm leaning it toward the right. A line leaned up toward the right, and then a line off of that leaned up even further to the right. And then maybe one that's to the left. Because this is how we're going to be making our tree. Then we'll go back in and give it some fortification. Build up the roots on the right side and the left side. And bring out the trunk wider. Go. And then just go in and do branches. Take branches off of those original branches and just keep working it around. Maybe start adding some wiggles toward the end of it, picking up more paint whenever I need it. Go. Bringing this branch out like this. And that's part of what using a square brush is going to do, because at different angles it's going to be wider than others. So it's going to give you varied line widths without too much work trying to force the lines outward. Okay. Then let's see if we can't grab a smaller brush. That one was a pretty small brush to begin with, but let's see if we can't get a smaller brush. There we go, something just itty bitty. This is a Plaid 3-0 liner. Who knows what that means, but that's what it is in case you're interested. And take off some smaller branches. Just always tilting everything away from the main trunk, out and up. Let's see. Right there maybe. Out and away. There we go. Let's give it as many branches as we feel it might want. It's a tree after all. Excuse my voice there. Holy cow. Okay. And then, when we've got enough branches so that we're satisfied on there, let's hold it up and look. Yeah, that's a satisfying number of branches. We're going to take and start doing our hanged persons. So we've set a Q-tip aside. We're going to take and just dab that into the black and tap it off and dab it in and tap it off. And then put one right there and one right there. Okay. That gives us roundish, relatively speaking, people to work with. Then we are going to grab the lightest amount of paint possible and draw a line up from one side of that circle to the overhanging branch. Go. And then the same thing from one side of the other circle to the overhanging branch, trying to keep those lines parallel to one another. They don't necessarily have to be straight up and down. If there's a little bit of wind, it'll blow them, it'll make them rock. So they don't necessarily have to be straight up and down, but they do have to be parallel to one another because the wind is going to move them the same. Then what we're going to do is bring down, or well, out from there, some shoulders and the body. So we're going to make like a body shape and a body shape, which is a sort of rounded rectangle, square, wider at the top, something like that. That's kind of a body shape. And then I want one of them to be male and one of them to be female. So one of them is going to have legs, and the legs should be the same length as the torso. Most people don't realize that, but humans are actually fairly evenly distributed usually as far as torso and legs go. Comparatively, they're usually about the same length. A lot of artists will make legs almost twice as long sometimes as the torso, and that can get a little funny looking. Anyway, one of them's got legs, and then to indicate that the other one is female, we will do a line straight down and then a line over for the skirt. And because our lines are tilted a little bit this direction, we're going to tilt the skirt that direction too, because of the wind. Go and then put little feet on her. And then arms. Let's see. Arms. On both of them. Maybe little hands just kind of reaching out, not quite touching. And there we have it, a hanging tree. That I am kind of in love with. If you guys like this too, definitely let me know. I'd be happy to hear from you. If you want to see more things like this, go ahead and remember to subscribe, because I'm always doing stuff, and sometimes it's even painting. And I will see you guys all another day. Bye!